Let me tell you something most people don't realize until it's too late. It's not how much money you make that determines your life. It's how you think about money. There are people earning six figures who are drowning in debt. And there are people earning average incomes quietly building wealth, freedom, and peace. So what's the difference? Rules. Not the kind you learned in school. Not the kind society teaches you. But personal money rules. The kind that quietly shape your decisions every single day. And here's the truth. If you don't create your own rules about money, you will unconsciously follow someone else's. And most of the time, that someone else is broke. So today, I'm going to give you 5 powerful money rules, simple but life-changing, that can completely transform how you earn, spend, save, and grow your money. These aren't theories. These are principles that, if you actually live by them, will change your future. Let's begin. Lightbulb rule number 1, pay yourself first, 4 to 5 minutes. Here's the first rule. Before you pay bills, before you buy anything, before you spend a single dollar, pay yourself first. Most people do the exact opposite. They earn money, pay rent, food, subscriptions, loans. And whatever is left, if anything, becomes their savings. And that's the problem. Because there's almost never anything left. So saving becomes optional. And optional things don't happen consistently. But when you flip the system, when saving becomes non-negotiable, everything changes. Think of it this way. You worked for that money. You gave your time, your energy, your life. Why does everyone get paid except you? When you pay yourself first, even if it's just 10%, you're sending a powerful message. I matter. My future matters. And here's where it gets interesting. At first, it feels difficult. You think, how can I survive with less? But humans adapt. You start spending smarter. You cut unnecessary things. You become intentional. And suddenly, you're living on 90%. Meanwhile, that 10%? It's quietly growing. And over time, it becomes your safety net, your investment fund, your freedom fund. This is how wealth actually starts. Not from big wins, but from consistent habits. So rule number 1 is simple. Don't save what's left after spending. Spend what's left after saving. Lightbulb rule number 2, avoid lifestyle inflation, 4 to 5 minutes. Let's talk about a silent killer of wealth. Lifestyle inflation. This is what happens when your income increases. And your expenses increase with it. You get a raise. So you upgrade your phone. You earn more. So you move to a more expensive place. You start making money. So suddenly you deserve more things. And slowly, without realizing it, you're still broke. Just at a higher level. Here's the trap. It feels like progress. But it's not. Because your financial situation hasn't actually improved. Your lifestyle just expanded to match your income. Real growth isn't about spending more. It's about keeping more. Think about this. If your income doubles, but your expenses also double, nothing changes. But if your income doubles, and your lifestyle only increases slightly, that gap? That's where wealth is built. That gap is your power. And the people who become financially free protect that gap aggressively. They don't rush to upgrade everything. They pause. They think. They ask, do I need this, or am I just reacting to having more money? Because here's the truth. The fastest way to stay broke is to spend like you're already rich. And the fastest way to become rich is to live like you're still building. So rule number 2. Just because you can afford it, doesn't mean you should buy it. Rule number 3, make money work for you, 4 to 5 minutes. Now let's move to a powerful shift. Stop working only for money and start making money work for you. Most people spend their entire lives trading time for money. You work an hour. You get paid. You stop working. The money stops. That's called active income. And there's nothing wrong with it, but here's the problem. You only have so many hours in a day. So your income has a limit. That's why people who build wealth think differently. They focus on building systems that generate income without constant effort. This is where investing comes in. It could be stocks, businesses, real estate, side projects. The goal is simple. Turn your money into something that produces more money, even when you're sleeping. At first, it might feel slow. You invest a small amount, and the returns look tiny. But this is where most people quit. Because they don't understand the magic of compounding. Compounding is when your money earns money. And then that money earns even more money. Over time, it accelerates. It starts slow, then grows faster, then builds momentum. But only if you stay consistent. Imagine planting a tree. You don't dig it up every week to check if it's growing. You water it. You trust the process. Money works the same way. So rule number 3 is this. Don't just earn money. Build systems that keep earning for you. Lightbulb rule number 4, control your emotions around money, 4 to 5 minutes. Here's a rule that most people ignore. But it might be the most important one. Your emotions can destroy your finances. Think about it. How many bad financial decisions come from emotions? Stress spending, impulse buying, fear selling, jealous spending. You see someone else succeeding, and suddenly you feel behind. So you spend to catch up. You feel bored. So you buy something to feel better. You feel pressure. So you make rushed decisions. And in the moment, it feels right. But later? Regret. Money is not just about math. It's about psychology. And the people who win financially learn to stay calm when others are emotional. They don't panic when markets drop. They don't overspend when they feel insecure. They don't chase trends just because everyone else is. They pause. They think long term. Because they understand something powerful. Temporary emotions should never control permanent decisions. So before you spend, before you invest, before you react, ask yourself, am I thinking clearly or emotionally? That one question can save you thousands of dollars. So rule number 4. Master your emotions or your money will control you. Lightbulb rule number 5. Focus on increasing income, 4 to 5 minutes. Now here's a rule that most people overlook. They focus too much on saving. And not enough on earning more. Saving is important. But there's a limit to how much you can cut. You can only reduce expenses so far. But income? Income has no ceiling. You can learn new skills. Start a side hustle. Switch careers. Build something of your own. And here's the truth. A lot of people stay stuck financially because they stay comfortable. They rely on one income source, one paycheck, one path. And that's risky. Because if that one source disappears, everything collapses. But when you focus on growing your income, you create options. You create flexibility. You create opportunity. And you speed up everything. Saving. Investing. Freedom. So don't just ask, how can I spend less? Also ask, how can I earn more? Because sometimes, the real solution isn't cutting back. It's leveling up. So, rule number 5. Don't just manage money, expand your ability to make it. Let's bring it all together. These are your 5 money rules. Pay yourself first. Avoid lifestyle inflation. Make money work for you. Control your emotions. Increase your income. Simple. But not easy. Because the challenge isn't understanding these rules. It's living them consistently. Day after day. Decision after decision. Because your financial future isn't built in one moment. It's built in small choices. What you buy. What you save. What you ignore. What you pursue. And here's the truth most people don't want to hear. No one is coming to fix your finances. No perfect time. No magic opportunity. Just your habits. So start small. Pick one rule. Apply it today. Because the sooner you take control of your money, the sooner your money stops controlling you. And that's when your life really changes.